Go ahead and start at the top of the mat. Bring the feet together. Open the palms. Press down through the feet. Relax the spine. Drop the chin slightly. Take an inhale. Reach the arms over the head. Chair pose. Sit the weight back into the heels. Take a breath as you come up. Reach up for the sky. Find your back bend. Cactus the arms or keep them straight. Inhale your way up. Exhale, forward fold. Swan dive forward. Fingertips touch the mat. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale. Press into the mat to fold in. Another inhale to lengthen out. On the exhale, plant the hands. Step the feet back to plank pose. Find your plank, tuck the tailbone, pull the low belly in, knit the ribs in. Start shifting your weight back and forth through the balls of the feet. So keeping the arms strong and straight, the body in that plank position, just getting the ankles warmed up and strengthened. Drop the knees to hover the shins right above the mat and extend your left leg long, point through the toes. Keep the chin away from the throat so the back of the neck is nice and long. Bring the left leg back in, hovering both knees again, and then extend the right leg straight out. Point through the toes. Activate the quadriceps so the leg is really, really straight and strong. Keep that left shin hovering, and then lower the right leg back down. Touch the knees to the mat and find an extended child's pose. Walk the hands out long and just reach the hips back to the heels. Drop the head. Relax the forehead. Take an inhale and exhale. Start to round the spine forward. Bring the thighs, the hips down. Open the chest. Reach the chin high for your up dog. And then reach the hips back to your extended child's pose. And we're going to keep doing a body roll here. So open up to up dog. Reach the chin high. Leading with the hips, press them back to extended child's pose. As soon as the hips touch, you're going to round forward through that cat pose and uncurl the spine to your up dog. Keep moving the body at your own pace. Find puppy pose. So reach the arms forward as you slide the chest down. Reach the toes high and in towards your butt. You can keep the toes lifted or you can lower them back down to the mat. Whichever way is more beneficial to you. If you like to bend the elbows and reach the hands into prayer position over the head, it gives you another little added stretch. And again, you can reach one or both toes up towards the sky, or you can keep the shins planted on the mat. If your feet are lifted, just lower them down. Lift through the spine and lower the thighs and the hips. Open up to cobra, forearms down. Bring the hands back to the chest. Lift up, leading with the hips to your down dog. So you can walk the feet in, walk the hands in. Just adjust yourself so that your weight is evenly distributed between your hands and your feet. And then just start to walk your knees back and forth, moving the hips, getting the knees all loosened up. You can shake your head side to side, yes and no. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale it out. Inhale your right leg high for your three-legged dog. And then exhale it down. Inhale the left leg high. And exhale the left leg back down to the mat. Round through the spine, uncurling your spine to a plank, and then reaching the hips back for your down dog. Doing a couple of spinal waves here. So you just want to think of your spine as curling, open, and back again, one vertebrae at a time. As you pass through your down dog, you're going to lift high off of the toes. Lift the right leg high to your three-legged dog. Bend the knee, curl the spine, tucking the chin into the throat, forehead to knee, and then extend back to three-legged dog. And bend your knee out to the side. Touch the knee to the right elbow or tricep, and then inhale it back up high. Bend the knee, cross the body, pivoting over, knee to the left tricep this time, shifting your weight forward, and then inhale it back to three-legged dog. Lower that right foot. Bring the knee into the chest. Squeeze the chin in. Look forward in between the hands. Flex your foot and step that foot through. Press down through the right foot. Left hand comes to the right foot. Reach the right hand high for your twisted low lunge. And then hinging up at the hips, stretch the arms parallel to the floor. Drop the right hand back to your back leg and reach the left arm over the ear towards behind you. You can start to twist open the chest to the sky as you reach all the way back into your full back bend. Windmill the arms forward on your next inhale. Good. And then find your Shiva squat by springing that left knee forward behind the right knee. From Shiva squat, extend all the way out to warrior three. So you'll extend your right leg straight, stretch the left leg behind you, arms behind you. Bring the knee in, start to raise that knee up in front of you as you come to stand, reaching the arms high, and then just set that foot down. Find a little back bend here. Straight arms or cactus arms. Swan dive, forward fold. Fingertips touch. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank pose. Hips down, low belly in. Find your chaturanga, shift forward to scoop through up dog. Leading with the chest and chin, and then leading with your hips, press back to down dog. Take an inhale, and lift that left leg high. On the exhale, bend the knee in, round the spine, shift forward into a high plank position with the curled spine, knee to forehead, and then extend back to three-legged dog. On the exhale, bend the knee out to the side, knee to left tricep or elbow, shifting your weight forward, and then extend it back up to your three-legged dog. Lower the knee, pull the knee in, belly in, knee to the opposite tricep, right tricep, and then extend back to your three-legged dog. Take that inhale as you reach that leg high. Bend the knee back into the chest. Look in between the hands. Flex the foot and then step that foot forward. Find a low lunge on this side. So right knee drops down, right hand comes to the inside of that left foot, and then twist to the left, reaching that left hand high. Hinge at the hips, stretch the arms apart from each other, and drop the left hand to the back leg, reach the right arm over the head. Start to twist your chest and torso up towards the sky as you reach back through that right arm, deepening into that left bent leg, and then windmill your arms forward. Position them to the outside of the foot. Jump that left or right leg through to Shiva squat. And then from Shiva squat, straighten the left leg, straighten the right leg behind you to your warrior three. Reach the arms behind you. Come forward with the right knee, bringing it all the way forward as you come to stand. Reach the arms high. Take a big inhale as you back bend. Just opening the chest, let this feel good to you. Lean the weight into the heels, but squeeze the butt forward as you find that back bend. Inhale your way up and forward fold. Fingertips plant. Take another inhale to lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back to your plank pose. Chaturanga, shift forward, scoop through your up dog. And roll past your toes to the heels to down dog. You can also take a step back to down dog. Inhale the right leg high. Bend the knee and open the hip out to the side. Slowly lower the foot down behind you as you find your wild thing. When the toe touches, open the chest up, spring through, straightening that left leg, reaching the right leg strong and straight behind you. Maybe even reach for that right heel. Bring the right hand back around and down. Bring that right leg back around and up. Stretching high for a three-legged dog, and then bend the knee, cross the body, fall in triangle. So press into the sole of your left foot and the right palm as you hover that right leg, extending it out straight. Left leg reaches up, touch the right toes, and slide the leg out to your fallen triangle. Opening the chest up, reach back. Again, just let this feel good. Reach the left hand back around to the mat, plant both hands, adjust the leg if you need to so you can find a push-up in this fallen triangle position. As you press up, drag that straight leg through and reach it high for a three-legged dog. Bend the knee into the chest, step forward, plant the foot, inhale, the arms high for your high lunge. Pressing through that right heel. Bend into the back knee, pull the hips forward as you lean the spine back, arms back by the ears, and then re-straighten that back leg. Hands to prayer. Twist your body to the right, twisting at the waist to bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Once your elbow gets there, if you feel good to stretch your arms open, go ahead and reach them wide, and then hinge up at the hips. Arms parallel to the floor, and drop the right hand to the back leg. Reach that left arm behind you. Windmill your arms all the way back around to prayer pose. Bend to push off of your back foot and find your Shiva squat. Left knee tucks behind the right. Start to straighten that right leg as you extend the left leg straight behind you and arms straight behind you for warrior three. Lower the fingertips down and find your standing splits. Forward fold into that standing leg. Reach through the tippy toes of that left toe. Slowly flex that left foot and lower it down to hover just above the mat next to the right, and then set it down, fold in. Take an inhale as you find your chair pose, sitting into the heels. Stretch all the way up to the sky. Cactus your arms for a back bend. Hips forward, but lean the weight into the heels. Good. Inhale your way up to center, hands to prayer, forward fold. Fingertips touch. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back to plank pose. Chaturanga, keep the elbows in close. Roll onto the tops of the feet as you open the chest, and then roll or step back to the heels, down dog. Take a nice breath cycle here. And then inhale that left leg high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip up to the left. As you reach that foot behind you, high and up towards the top of the mat, touch the toe, open up to your wild thing. Allow the chest to just be free and open, stretching the whole front of the body here. You can reach for that heel if you want to, and then bring the left arm back around to the mat and bring the left leg high, three-legged dog. Pull the knee in, cross the body, hovering, fallen triangle. Press through that left hand, and then touch gently the toe down to the mat. Slide it through, open the chest for your fallen triangle. Bring the hand back around, and then adjust the legs so that you can find your fallen triangle push-up. Hold it there, and then press through the mat with the hands to drag that straight leg through. Pull through the belly as you do this. Bend your knee in, step it through for a warrior one. Reach high with the arms. Press down through that front heel. Bend the back knee to center out the spine, getting the pelvis forward, the spine back. Straighten the back knee if you feel good there, or you can keep it bent. Reach the arms high. Keep the breath moving. Start to find a little or a big back bend. Bring the hands back to prayer. Find your center and twist to the left to bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Press through your palms to find a deeper twist. And then if you're ready here, you can open the arms wide. Hinge up at the hips. Arms are parallel to the floor. Drop the left hand behind you. Right hand comes up and over the head. Twisted, revolved, high lunge. Open the chest up towards the sky if that feels nice. And then bring the hands back to prayer. Spring off of your back foot. Coming into a warrior three position. So torso and right leg comes parallel to the floor. Reach the arms behind you. Hovering here. Slowly, gently lower the fingertips down to the mat on either side of that left foot. Reach the right leg high, standing splits. Folding into that leg. Keep reaching through the toes of that lifted leg. Slowly walk the hands out, lengthening the spine, and gently lower the right leg down. Hover the foot right next to that left one and set it down. Find your forward fold. And then inhale, lengthen all the way out. Find your chair pose. Spring all the way up to standing. Find your back bend, cactus arms. Lifting the chest, press through the heels to come up to center, hands to prayer, forward fold. Fingertips touch, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back. Chaturanga, Scoop through up dog. Press back to your down dog. Press through the hands, lengthen the spine. Use that inhale to lengthen the spine long. Press the shoulder blades down the spine and push down through the heels to the mat. Take an inhale, lift the heels high, and twist the heels over to the left side. Bend into the knees. Find a nice stretch on the right side body as you keep the arms parallel. And then lift up through the heels to switch the direction of that bent knee twist. So heels down, knees are bending to the left. Lift the heels up and come back to center. Find your down dog. Inhale the right leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip. Slowly begin to bring the toes to the inner thigh of that left leg. Finding a side plank here with a bent knee. Reach the right arm high. You can start to look up towards your fingertips or towards the ceiling. Reach the arm over the head. Plant the hand and close that down. Bring the right knee to then wrap around your left leg as you plant the sole of the left foot down. Find eagle legs. Reach the right arm over the ear. And then bring that arm all the way down to the mat. Unwind your legs and reach the left leg high. Three-legged dog. Keep that leg lifted as you shift forward for a one-legged chaturanga. Press back to three-legged dog and lower the right leg down. Inhale the left leg high. Bend the knee. Start to open up here as you shift the weight onto the outer edge of that right foot. Bring the left toe to the inner right thigh. Reach your left arm high. Look up towards the sky, towards those fingertips. Pressing through the mat with that right hand. Send that left arm over your ear, reaching it away from you, and then plant it down on the mat. Cross your left leg over the right, finding eagle legs. Sole of that right foot is down. Stretch your right arm high and then send it over your ear. Find a big stretch and rounding in the right side body. Inhale your right arm back up and set it down. Unwind your legs, reach the left leg high. Slowly one-legged chaturanga to up dog. Good, press back and reach the left leg high. Three-legged dog, lower it down. Inhale. Lift your heels high, round through the spine, lowering the knees. And find an extended child's pose. Release the hips down. Stretch the arms long. Take a big breath here. Exhale it out. Another inhale. Pull the belly in. Press through the knees. Round forward to a tabletop position. Planting your left hand. Reach the right leg arm high for a twist. And then thread the needle. Just send that arm through the left arm. Lowering the shoulder down, side of the head down, and reach the left arm high. You can find a twisted thread the needle here. If you want to keep the toes tucked, you can, or you can lay them flat. Whichever feels good for you. Keep that arm twisting and reaching. And then take the left arm, reach it high to the sky, flip the palm away from you, bend the elbow, find a half bind, either bringing the hand around your side waist or wrapping it around the inner thigh of that right leg. Tuck your right toes, start to hover and lift your left leg off the mat. Point through the toes, straighten the leg. Keep pressing down through your right arm. And then lower that left leg back down, knee comes to the mat. Reach your right arm high, bring it back around, down, press into the mat. Find a counter twist, back to the other way. Right arm twists open to the right, and then pressing through the knees, come up and find a half camel. So right hand comes to that heel as you reach back with the left arm. Chest lifts. Windmill the arms back down. Find your tabletop position. Press through your right hand. Inhale, twisting to the left. Reach that left hand high, and then thread the needle to the other side. Side of the head comes down. Reach your right arm high. Send it above your head towards the top of the mat, finding that twisted thread the needle. Breathe here. Let the inhale increase the stretch. And then take your right arm high, Flip the palm, bend the elbow, so the back of the hand comes to the back, and slide it around to your waist. If you can grab your inner thigh here, do that. Tucking the left toes, start to hover the right leg off of the mat, pointing through the toes. Keep it very strong so it's not dead weight. And lift it as high as you can. Shaking is good, so if you're shaking, don't worry. You got this. Just breathe. Slowly lower your right knee down. Flex the foot so toes are curled. Reach your right arm high again. Plant the hand down onto the mat. Press to lift and twist up. Coming into your half camel. Left hand comes to that left heel. Reach your right arm back. Open the chest up to the sky. Windmill your arms back down to all fours position. Press through your knees and just do a couple of spinal rolls here. You can go one direction a couple of times and then the other direction. So you'll pull your belly in as you cat the spine, and then let the belly open as you come in through the cow. And then we'll do a spinal roll forward into an up dog. Roll or step back to your down dog. Press the heels down, press the chest and face down towards the heels. And then lift up through the heels. Step forward with your right foot. Windmill the arms open. Left hand comes to the back leg for a brief little warrior two, and then we'll go to the other side for a warrior two. And then come to face the center in a wide leg stance. Toes and heels are open to a 45 degree. We're going to find a goddess squat. So bring the thighs parallel to the floor. Hands can rest on the knees to start, and then bring them to prayer position. Press through the heels as you reach the arms out and up, and then open to your cactus arms. Bring your right elbow to your right knee. Press into that knee as you reach the left arm high. And then inhale your way back to center. Reach the arms high, cactus the arms again. And bring that left elbow to the inside of that left knee. Press it back and reach the right arm high, opening the chest. As you press that knee back, press the glute forward. Open back up to your cactus arms, and then stretch the arms high. Lower the hands, fold the spine into the legs for your wide angle forward fold. Grab onto the outer edges of the legs, the ankles, or the feet to pull yourself in and down. And walk your hands forward. We're gonna find a malasana, yogi squat. So just drop the hips down. You can turn the toes out wide. You can even step the feet wider if you'd like to. Don't worry if your heels aren't touching. They don't have to. We just want to be aiming them down. Lift the hips up and find your skandasana. So right shoulder or tricep comes to the inside of that right knee. Stretching the left leg long, reach that right arm high, or left arm high, Walk your hands over to the other side for skandasana. So your heel can be on the mat of that bent leg, or it can be lifted. It can be lifted purposely high, or maybe it just doesn't want to go down. So either way is fine. You just want to find the best place for you. Walk your hands all the way forward to the top of the mat. Find your low lunge. Reach your right arm high and back. Grab onto the foot from the inner side of the foot and wrap the foot around to the outer edge. At any point, you can stay where you're at and hold it. If you want to go deeper, you can follow along by pressing the top of that foot down with your hand and reaching the right arm high, deepening that quad stretch and that hip flexor stretch of that left side. Let go of the left foot. Walk your hands forward. Press back into a half Hanumasana, stretching that right leg straight. Try to flex the foot. As you inhale, you want to lengthen up, and as you exhale, you'll fold in to that leg. And then back into that front leg to find your low lunge. Press into the hands and switch the legs out through plank. So left foot comes forward, find a low lunge on this side. Pressing through the front heel and that back knee, just straighten up the spine. You can stay here with your hands on the ground or blocks, or you can place your hands to the knee. If If you'd like to go a little bit further, reach the left hand down to the mat beside your hip and circle your right arm back around you, grabbing the outer edge of the foot, wrapping your hand around. And you can bend the elbow, pull that foot in. If you want here, you can twist the elbow around, bringing the fingertips towards the toes and pressing down on the top of that foot. And then you'll reach the left arm high, balancing on the knee and that left foot. Breathe. Don't hold the breath, especially when it gets difficult. Slowly release that foot and extend the leg down. Tuck the toe and press the hips back to your half Hanumasana. Take an inhale and exhale, fold in. Another deep inhale to lengthen out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, come forward, bend into that knee, find your low lunge, press into the mat, step your feet back to down dog. And walk the feet all the way forward to the top of the mat. Take an inhale to lengthen out. And exhale, fold in. And then inhale your way all the way up to standing. Find your back bend. Bring the hands forward to prayer. Find a brief chair pose, sitting into the heels, and then lift the heels to the tippy toes. If your ankles aren't touching, bring them to touch. Heels all the way together. Come all the way to standing on your toes, tippy toes, and slide your spine down an invisible wall behind you. Keeping the heels lifted the entire time, we're just gonna go up and down. Remember to keep those heels pressing forward, keep pushing them forward as you reach up and slide down. All right, we're gonna hinge at the hips, keeping the heels up, legs straight, just forward fold halfway so your spine is parallel to the floor. Bend the knees, reach the arms high to your lifted heel, chair pose, and then straighten the legs, come forward, reach the arms back behind you, put energy through the fingertips, reach the arms forward as you bend the knees again, heels stay lifted. Almost done. Hinge forward. Spine stays parallel, nice and long and straight. Bring the arms back up. Keep those heels lifted. Bend the knees. Find that chair with the lifted heels, tippy toes. And we're going to slowly slide all the way down to the hips. Come to the heels, and then you can reach the arms forward, lower the heels down, sit back on the butt, and find boat pose. Boat pose, you can have your legs straight out like I have mine, or you can bring the shins parallel to the floor so they can be at a 90-degree angle. Find a little twist from side to side, reaching the elbows, keeping the hands in prayer, just twisting from the belly button. Okay. And then reach your arms long. Again, shins parallel, lower the toes down to the mat. Lower the spine one vertebra at a time to lie all the way down. Open the knees up to your reclined Baddha Konasana. Relax the arms out to the side, palms facing up. And if you feel like bringing your hands to your belly or your heart, you can place one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Or you can stack the hands on top of each other on either the belly or the heart. And breathe. So the purpose of having the hands touching here is just to feel the movement of your belly and the body as you breathe in and out. Allow the knees to be heavy as gravity pulls them open. And then we'll slowly use the hands underneath the knees to guide them back up to center. Slowly lower the legs straight out, finding Savasana. And allow the legs to just relax. Allow the toes to fall apart from each other. Palms open. Arms are as wide as they want to be. No rigidity here. Just find a relaxing position. A place where your body can rest and restore and receive all of the benefits of your practice. All of the twisting, the compression, the stretching, the lengthening, the strengthening that you just did. You just want to allow the body to integrate that without you telling it to do anything. Just breathe here. When you feel like coming out of Savasana, you can stay in it as long as you'd like and just ignore my words. Or if you're ready to go ahead and complete your practice, You can slowly just bend the knees up and then roll over onto either your right or left side, whatever feels comfortable and intuitive to you. Bringing yourself into a little ball. Knees to chest, head rests on your forearm or on your bicep. And then you'll use that position to bring yourself back up to seated. You can sit cross-legged. Any comfortable seated position where you can just have a straight spine and a soft belly. Bring your palms to face up, backs of the hands to the knees. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale it out. Next, inhale. We're going to stretch the arms wide and reach them up towards the sky. You can look up towards the sky if you'd like to. Bring the hands to prayer and slide them down to your chest as you exhale. Another deep inhale. Open the palms wide and reach them high to the sky, bringing them together. Take a little more sip of air, maybe 2 sips more. And then exhale, bring your hands to prayer. Slide them down to the center of the chest. Hold that exhale at the bottom. Good. Take another deep inhale. Reach the arms out and up as high as you can, getting as full as you can in those lungs, topping it off with a couple of sips, 1 or 2, and then bring the hands down to your chest as you exhale. Exhale completely and hold at the bottom of that exhale. Good. And then just take a natural breath in and out. Whenever you feel ready, just breathe normally. Humble the head to the heart. Honor and thank yourself for this practice, for taking the time, recharging your soul, your body, and your mind. And bring the thumbs to your forehead. May you always have good thoughts and offer up your stresses and worries so that you may be free of attachment. Bring your thumbs to your lips. May we always speak good words to others and to ourselves. And bring your thumbs to your heart center. May we always have good intention, love, and compassion. I thank you so much for being here with me and spending this time with me. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste.